What's up YouTube? So I wanted to make a quick video before I leave from the gym to talk about coaching and what the fuck it is I do. Few of you seem to not quite understand what online coaching is, which is absolutely fine. Apparently it's new to a lot of people, that's cool with me. So I am not a PT, I am not the guy that you come to the gym, I tell you your session that day, we smash through it, you sweat, you go home. It's not really my style. What I do is everything. I do everything if you want to become a bit more of an athlete. Now it's fine for those people who just want to get a bit fitter, a bit stronger. I handle that as well. But basically what I do, it allows you to become a lot better. So let's break it down phase by phase. Number one, text, hopefully. Programming. I handle all of the programming for every individual on every level. So that doesn't just mean you get 5 exercises, sets of 6 to 10, and that's it, no set weight, you just go in, you have a feel. Instead you get bespoke programming, so that means I take into account your goal, your current level, the amount of days per week you train, the weaknesses in your movements, the weakness in your physique, so you can send me the videos of your training or images of your actual physique, and we can go through everything that you need to fix in order to become a better lifter, better physique, whatever it is your goal is, even if that's weight loss. Then the program itself becomes very specific, so it's done off of percentages, it's done off RPE in some sense. I'll describe all that crap in another video, but that's not the point. So rather than being like you have sets of 8 to 12, you might have 6 sets of 5 at a specific weight, 77 kilos, and that will change per session. You do not go in every week and do the exact same thing and make it up as you go. Then programming is on a bigger level, so it's not just do this, repeat, a little bit heavier every time. It is done over microcycles and mesocycles. These are just small phases and big phases. So if your goal is weight loss, you might start off in a volume phase or a skill acquisition phase, teach how to do the movements, and then we build up hypertrophy, make sure that your calorie expenditure is higher. All this sort of stuff is done with a big picture in mind. This isn't just done on a whim, written with no sort of plan. I really work on these programs. They are very individualized, so they're worth a lot in themselves. Part 2, nutrition. Text. So nutrition, I don't do what anyone else does. Well, sorry, not anyone else, some people do. I don't do meal plans unless you really specifically need them, I'll explain that. And I do not do restricted food unless you are allergic to something. It's bullshit. I do flexible dieting. Now this means I teach you the ins and outs of how dieting actually works, rules of thermodynamics, or I just help you set it up yourself, and then every single day you check in with me. We'll go through check-ins. So I will help you set up your calories, I will help you set up how to track your food and how to work your diet around your lifestyle, and then I will set up macros, and we'll go through all that, and I teach you all of that. You do not come into me that's a phrase. You do not come to me and just get some stuff and then go away and get it done. You check in with me, I teach you why you're doing it, and you ask questions. I have no limit to what I am happy to teach you. If you want to know every single thing I know, over the period of time you give me, I will teach you everything I know, and you can be better than me and go learn more. Like, I put a good amount of time into this, so yeah, we'll teach you everything you possibly need to know about it. 3, check-ins. Daily if possible. I work 6 to 7 days per week depending on the week. I am always available as a coach. Every morning my clients check in with a weigh-in. If they can, if they can't, that's fair enough, but that's a different story. And on that weigh-in, depending on how things are moving, I make changes to their diet, or we structure it over longer phases, or we just keep updated just so we can see what's happening day to day. They also, all day, every day, if they're gone to training, they'll message me and let me know how the training went. They'll send me videos so I can do what is part 4, technique analysis. This just means that every time you do a session, or every time that well, to be fair, I would prefer every time. So let's say every time you do a training session, you film a set at least of a working exercise and you send it to me. That can be while you were in the gym, or that can be after the gym session, or it can be the next week. But I will go through technique analysis with it, either within the group that I have for my clients or on a one-to-one basis. And I explain every single thing that you could possibly fix in phases. We don't do it all at once and freak you out. We take the first big priority and we work on that, and I teach you why it needs to change and what happens with it, and then we might change training around that. Your training is continually adapting and building. It is not just throw you in the deep end, you're screwed and it doesn't work out. Next is one-to-one sessions. These are on addition to my standard coaching. I can do one-to-one. I don't actually think that I need to do it with a lot of people. Depending on your level, I may do. If you're a complete newbie, I suggest it. And these aren't PT sessions again. I don't just run through your program. This is about analysis. This is about making you better. I do not want to do those sessions where I just run you through a program, you sweat, and I'm just reading out sets and reps. It's pointless. I'm there to teach you. And then last but very much not least is rehab and prehab. Now my master's in sports rehabilitation, which I've just passed with a merit, which I'm very fucking happy about. This means that unlike some training that you might get, you might find that you were getting injured a lot, getting DOMs a lot, getting aches and pains and stuff. My knowledge is on a deeper level of the anatomy, so I understand where this pain comes from and how to resolve it and how to prevent it happening in the first place. If someone has told you you can never squat again, let me be the judge. If someone has told you that something hurts so just don't do it, that's fucking rubbish. And we can help you get to a different level. So if you're the guy watching this going, well, he's going to make me squat and I can't squat, first of all, we will find out if you can't. Second of all, you don't have to squat. This isn't based around powerlifting. Now, I am a powerlifting coach in a lot of ways. I am a strength coach, a weight loss coach, and a physique development coach. It is more about that I base it around compound movements because, and I can teach that another time, we won't go into that. But most of my training is based around those movements. Now, it doesn't matter what your goal is or what your limitations are, I can work with that. I have worked with amputees, so I'm not specifically concerned if your right shoulder gives you a bit of ache and pain. I can work around it or fix it if necessary. So that is more or less what I cover. Now my monthly charge does change depending on the requirements. I try not to break it down. It's kind of an all or nothing, and if you take less of it, that's your choice. But it's in the region of, and that doesn't mean it is, in the region of £100. If you think £100 is a lot for 6 days a week of my time, 24 hours a day, for programming, nutrition, for the technical analysis, for the knowledge and masters, because be aware you are paying for also my knowledge and my experience. I've competed in powerlifting to an elite level. I hold 11 British records. I have a master's in sports rehab, a lot of experience coaching clients. You are paying for that as well. If you think £100, so £25 per week, or something like less than a fiver a day is a lot of money, fair enough, you go find that PT session for £40 and do that once a week. Anyway, that's what I do, that's kind of what I offer. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff. If I have, I'll just put little things here. Probably says no you haven't. And yeah, hit me up. You can contact me on email at callumbarney@gmail.com, DM me on Instagram at c_j_barney, or on Facebook, just search me at Callum J Barney. My middle name won't go away, I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I do. Hit me up. Speak to you soon.